Would it be fair for me to take that same analogy and sort of describe your life at one point in Guyana? The
I
right environment.
I I I think so.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
to a great extent, I think so.
So let me ask you this, Raffet. What is it in your background that prepared you for this phase of your journey, and how does your background influence your determination to succeed?
It's I think it's the journey that brought me here. I was very determined and still am. I'm a very determined person. Um, I get what I want. I get what I
This
want.
is a good segue to go to the chat room. Your dad said, "Hello from the Jackmans near and far." Is this a Jackman trait that we get what we want?
Getting what we want.
Yeah.
We're fighters.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, fight through very dire situations and stuff like that. We stick to it, and yeah, we make sure we get it done.
Describe some of your earlier fears in media and how you over. You know, let's do this.
Hmm.
Describe some of your earlier fears when you first arrived in this strange land, this strange university among these strange people, and how you overcame them.
My biggest fear was not being adequate, not adding up. I felt intimidated at my at my classmates. I felt like I did not belong, and that was a silent battle that I fought and overcame by remembering. There was this one phrase that um, Peyton George told me once. I was called for a meeting in a very important place at one point in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and I was telling him how freaked out I was about the entire thing, and he said, "Well, Yaphet, if you did not belong, you would not have been there." And and I remembered that, and I thought to myself, there's so much truth in that statement. If I didn't add up, I would not have been accepted.
That's very true.
So
What's
so
the
that helped me a lot, and it opened my eyes to an entirely different. I just have to now understand and negotiate how to play my part
Mhm.
and to not overstep or overlap on on anyone else. Like I'm here to play my part because I belong to this team that has been built,
Mhm.
and I just need to understand what my role is.
So we must give kudos to Peyton George.
Yes.
So what is the least helpful advice anyone has ever given you, and how did that motivate you? You laugh. You probably can think of a few, huh?
I probably can. It's the least helpful advice would be don't. I'd have to say it like this: don't bother with them.
Mm-hmm.
Just do your thing, and you're gonna make it. You go there for do
For,
your thing.
for our listeners who are not accustomed to Guyanese
Right.
colloquialism,
So that
how do we translate that?
let's translate Creole. Why not? Yeah. Just pay no real mind to the advice that you're getting or to the guidance that you're getting from the people that know.
Yeah, yeah.
And my thing is, and I felt like I wouldn't say that it was just phrased badly. I understood the intention of the statement or of that golden nugget of advice,
Uh-huh.
but it was just placed very badly. It was phrased very badly. But yeah, And what I took from that was, I do need to listen. I have to listen to these people because these people have walked before me. They've been there, done that. They're here to tell me what they've learned on their journey. But there's some subjectivity that comes into the advice sharing, and I have to be objective about that.
Well, I am glad you're learning some of these social nuances, and I'm sure it's going to really help you to survive the various storms or the occasional storms that will come. But I want to shift your energy a little bit, Yaphet.
Sure.
You're very expressive when you're relaxed and joking. So I'm going to ask you this hypothetical. If you could be anywhere special, operative word is special, to relax with your favorite book, mom and dad are listening, your favorite drink,
Thank you for the
your
reminder.
favorite drink, and your favorite music,
Hmm.
where would this place be? What would you be reading? What would you be listening to? Go for it.
I don't know that I'd be reading
And what
anything.
would you, sorry, and what would you be drinking? Yaphet, you cannot slip out of this. This is a hypothetical, and you just
Okay.
answer
Hypothetically,
yes.
I would be at nightcap.
Where is this?
This is in Guyana.
And what is this a place
This
open to anyone in the public?
this is a real place. This is a very
Okay.
real
What
place.
is it called again?
Nightcap.
Mm-hmm.
And Candy and the rest of them should be, they should be sending my cut of my advertising budget here that I'm giving them.
Oh, so this
But
is a shameless plug. Part of that advertisement comes to CWS. I hope you know this, Yaphet.
well, sure to to give you your percentage as well. But I would be, if I could have been anywhere in the world right now, I would be at nightcap. I,
Uh-huh.
I would be drinking a hot cup of hot chocolate.
And this drink is because mom and dad are listening.
No, this drink is for real.
Okay. Okay.
This is not because they're listening.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I like I said, I wouldn't be reading a book. I would be talking
I see, sir.
with
Well,
someone.
if you had a book to read, what would it be?
If I had a book to read, it would be The Laws of Thinking
Mm-hmm.
by E.R. Bernard. I think that's the name of the author.
The laws of thinking.
The Laws of
And what type of music would you be listening to?
I'm listening to jazz.
Jazz.
Yeah.
A particular type?
I like big band. I like big band music.
Mm-hmm.
But I think at that particular establishment, I'd be very lucky if I were to hear Miles Davis.
You, you-
I really love Miles
I
Davis.
just heard the beginning of a check being torn up. So keep it up with your free speech, Yaphet.
I'm trying here. I'm really trying. I'm just being honest. I'm being me.
I asked you to indulge us an extra 10 minutes
Yeah,
or
sure.
so, right?
That's
Because I have some questions I really want to ask
those
you,
10 minutes have been granted.
or 10 or 15. But when we come back, I want you to answer this question.
Sure.
Tell us about the television series Versus and Flow and how it came about.
Okay. This happened so.
We are back with Yaphet Jackman. Yaphet, I want to slip into the room before you answer that question. Into the
Sure.
chat room.
Oh, okay.
So, Hazel said, remember, wherever you go, you belong. It's purpose. And Hazel said, laugh out loud. Dad said, oh, nightcap. Jemima, I hope I'm pronouncing this person's
Yeah,
name
that's
correctly.
Jamaica.
Yap sounds like you in trouble with that. And Jemima again said, LOL. So the question was the television series Voices and Flow and how it came about.
Okay, Voices and Flow came about through the efforts that we were having at the upscale restaurant. Our monthly poetry show, we wanted to find new ways to sort of rejuvenate the pool of poets and spoken word artists and singers and dancers and whomever else. Uh, we just wanted to find a way to tap into the people that have never heard about the show that was happening at the upscale, and also to encourage people to join us to understand that there exists a place that you can come and perform and you know not be censored or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So of course having the television background, media background, I thought that a TV show would work wonders. We just needed to find the right station that had the right reach, and one of which we could have afforded to make it happen. So we started shopping around, and at the time, George Walker was looking for local content for TVG, Channel 28. We crossed paths and we negotiated making upscale poetry and upscale comedy uh, viable options as local content for the station. We never really got the comedy aspect up and running, but poetry just took off.
Mm-hmm.
It it just became something great.
What did this success say to you about you?
I don't know. I I really don't know. Um, I think it told me that what if I put my mind to do, it'll work out and it'll be successful for as long as I stick to it. But I had the right people to work with. I had a good team. I had talented poets and performers. I mean, the show was nothing without these people.
I got that.
So
What would either of your parents say to you today about your accomplishments?
they would be proud. They would be proud.
What would they say to you? What do you think Dad would say?
Dad would say, Yaphet, I am very proud of you. He's a son.
Man, I blame your grandfather for this political astuteness, but it's okay. And mom,
Yeah, it'll be the same. I'm very proud of the young man that you've become, and yeah, it's a good thing that I throw the broom at you a couple of times.
the what happened? The broom.
The broom. That point,
That's why you turn out to be such a gentleman. The
that point, broom.
broom does more than sweeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to ask you, but tell us a little bit, as quickly as you can, about the Global Shapers community and your involvement with it.
The Global Shapers Community Georgetown Hub, shout out to these guys. A hard-working, exceptional bunch of young people that I had no clue were so passionate about Guyana and where it's going and where it ought to go.
Mm-hmm.
The hub was created in December 2012, and it started off with a humble group of six, and then we started to expand as we went along. This was all brought together by Selwyn George, who was the founding curator. Brought
Someone is in
this.
Guyana.
He is. Well, you are in wherever you are, but the other Selwyn that we're talking about is in Guyana. I'd like to think that he's still in Guyana right now. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
good night to Mr. George. But he put the Geneva mandated that we find a diverse, passionate young bunch that wanted to create change in their community. I was blown away when I met my other colleagues and my other shapers, my buddies, my brothers and sisters that were all gunning for a brighter future for Guyana.
And where are these people today?
They're all in Guyana.
I'm going to propose something. You spoke earlier about us speaking to young Guyanese
Yeah,
and showing them what older Guyanese or more mature Guyanese are doing in the diaspora.
yeah.
So I'm going to propose something. I don't know how we're going to do this yet, the logistics of it, but I want to have a show where you can have several of these shapers on to tell their story.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna communicate with you, and so we can you can work on it. Contact Selwyn so we can work this out. But I think this will make for a very interesting and intriguing conversation. All
I
right,
I
I
also agree.
promise you that.
Yeah.
So let me continue. I've seen the photos, Yaphet, and concluded there's an obvious attention to fashion and style. That is listening.
Is there?
So I ask you this: who introduced you to your sense of style, or it just happened?
No, believe it or not, my mother was a young model back in the day.
Your mom?
My mom. I come from a very beautiful mother and a very handsome father. So this is where I've gotten some of my looks. This power couple always had a sense of style. Raphael Jackman he is the very subtle. He's not about the pizzazz and the panache, but he likes to look good, well shaven and that sort of thing. But he likes to give people the impression as though he's not a sweet boy, but he is. Mommy, on the other hand, she likes the classy touch of things. Likes everything to be well put together. Matching and contrasting and whatnot. So, mommy used to dress my brother and I um, a lot, and I think it's from looking at mom pull together some outfits, some of which I was very annoyed about, but others I
No,
conceded.
wait, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Why did your tone go down just now? You were speaking quite loudly a few
Oh,
moments
I
ago.
I am sorry. I was
Okay.
very annoyed with some of the clothes that I was given to wear as a young boy. There is a particular picture. My brother and I. It was me, Johan, and Mom. We were standing in front of church at First Assembly, and Mommy always tried to dress us as twins for some reason. We are not twins. So I have on this purple and then I don't even know how to describe this shirt, but the shirt is busy. It is very busy. And it's
That
this
says careful, by the way.
there's a lot of fabric and colors and whatever going on the one side, and then there's a solid on the other. If my brother was on, he could back me up. He could probably upload the picture right now. But I was in this green and purple outfit, and he was in this yellowish, orangish sort of. Oh my goodness, it was horrible.
Before I go to my next questions, and the last set of questions are going to be like rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Let me go to the chat room. Um, that says thanks to the host tonight. To the host, thanks to the host, nightcap and hot. And Hazel said Yaphet is a workaholic. That said true. Jemima said so true. And of course, again, that said careful.
Yeah, yeah.
How
work.
would you describe your personal style as quick as possible?
It's just I just don't want to look like everyone else.
Okay.
That's just it. I just don't want to look like everyone else. So I always try to have an edge. I like to be neat. I like to be presentable, and that's it. That's I guess that's my style. I
Are you
just
satisfied with the photo I chose for your ad, sir?
I was tickled.
You were tickled.
I was tickled, but it's funny that you chose the one photo that you chose for the first ad. That was a moment. That is me in my essence. That photo is me in my essence.
Yeah,
That's why.
I was drawn to it because there was something there I couldn't
Yeah,
put my
that
hands on.
photo is me in my essence. The other one, that's me trying to, and I did not feel my best on that day. That photo was the I was the best man of my friend Andre de Silva. That was at his wedding, and my I didn't feel my best. I didn't feel that I was looking like the Yaphet that I wanted to look like that.
Okay, Ralph. Okay.
Thank you so much, Selwyn, for choosing that photo.
Where do you draw your inspirations?
Life.
Life. You did say that. What still surprises you about yourself as a poet?
The fact that I can write.
Okay.
It's the fact
When
that
are
I
you most happy?
what I'm sorry.
When are you most happy?
I am most happy when I'm in a nice conversation with another intriguing mind. Yeah, I'm most happy when I'm talking to a particular Grenadian about life and this world that we live in as young people. Yeah.
What do you miss most about being 16?
Um, wow, wow. What do I miss about being 16? I guess it's just not having to think about paying a rent.
Okay, that's
Uh,
fair.
it's just being a little carefree and being a little bit more. I guess I could have been a little bit more in curious about how I can do things. I don't have as much responsibility, so I could have afforded to spend a little bit more time in my craft or or something to that effect. But because I have responsibilities and when I'm now under a scholarship and that sort of thing, that I really have to pay a whole lot more attention to that. I'm getting no younger, and I just got to start thinking about life differently.
What kind of music calms you down?
Jazz,
Jazz.
easy, easy jazz.
What can you tell us one thing about you that most people do not know that might surprise them?
I am a certified radio electrician.
Is that so, right, Yaphet?
That is so.
Wow.
From the Government Technical Institute, I got my certificate in radio electronic servicing, and that is one certificate that I do not talk about a whole lot. And to be honest, I probably can't remember half of the things that I've been certified to do because I've not practiced it for so long. But I still remember the concepts, some basic principles. Yeah.
With all your accomplishments, what still surprises you about yourself?
I think it's the fact that I'm still here. I'm still I'm still excited like the very first day I saw that HBO feature logo on the screen about television and what works behind television and production and that sort of stuff. So I think it's my patience and my determination that still surprises me, that still pushes me.
What are you most proud of?
I am most proud of being a bobcat right now.
A what, sir?
A bobcat.
What is
Being here at the Ohio University. This was a dream that I've had since I was 20 years old and 1920, yeah.
So what
Uh,
was it like when this dream came true?
It was the most exciting thing that, I was living my dream,
Wow.
you know. I drove into my dream. I walked into my dream, and I had to keep pinching myself and keep telling myself, well, you're no longer dreaming,
Here
you
you
know.
are.
This is your reality now. So
Hmm.
work it.
If you could go back in time, what would you tell your 16-year-old self?
I would tell my 16-year-old self to learn another language
I see.
and really, really learn another language. Um, Speak fluently in another language. I would tell my 16-year-old self to be very patient with the people that you meet that you think have no reason or purpose in your life at that time. It all adds up
Yes.
later in life.
Yes. That is very wise. I
I
like that. I
I
like
would
that a
I
lot,
would
as a
tell
matter of
my
fact.
16-year-old self that.
What is gratifying about being Yaphet Jackman? Apart from the fashion and style career, apart from that,
Nothing about this is gratifying, Selwyn. Nothing. Um, what is gratifying?
and
It's
of course, and knowing Grenadians.
what is gratifying about being Yaphet Jackman is that throw me in any situation and I can handle myself.
Mm,
I'm adaptable.
I
I
like
think
that.
I think that's most gratifying is that I'm not a specialist. I'm a generalist. You can throw me in any situation and I will find a way.
To become special.
Well, special or remembered. Yeah.
Hmm. What are you most thankful for?
I am most thankful for life. I am most thankful for being I'm most thankful for my family. I'm most thankful for the patience that they've shown me over my years and through my journey. And I'm most thankful that they didn't give up on me.
Awesome. In the chat room, Hazel said, I am very proud of you, Yaphet, the cultured, ambitious, and hardworking young man you have become. And Hazel said, Yaphet, you are terrible. Dad, it created a Carifestive profile. And Hazel said, here we go, young Grenadian. And this is with 4 or 5 exclamation marks after Grenadian.
Yeah.
Yaphet,
Yes.
before I ask you my last question of the evening, is there anything in particular you want to say to anybody? Um, I mean, you can shamelessly plug your I don't know what this place is. Is a club? What is it? Is a club resort? What is it?
It's not a club. It's a very nice, very quaint, very different atmosphere in Guyana that you could just go sit down and unwind. Yeah, nightcap. I miss
Is this where is it located?
it's where the Russian embassy used to be. Pier
Oh,
Street, Kitty. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Is it a popular spot?
I believe it is. I believe it is.
Mm, I see. And do you invite foreigners, like for instance, Grenadians there?
Yes,
I see.
yes. I happen to be there with Grenadians a lot. That's
Okay, I
that's
see.
that's where me and this particular Grenadian, we can say that's our second home.
Okay. That said, you're loved. So, anybody else? Anything else anybody you
Um,
want to talk to?
what I'd wanna, well, I mean, it's just a general thing because I really I want people to understand that for any young person, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you and telling you that you can live your dream. You can use my example as proof that hard work, determination, you stick to it, you're confident in what it is that you believe in your heart of hearts that this is your call, this is your passion, go for it. do everything that you can to pursue your dream, and you can have it. It's just there for the taking.
My last question: what makes you laugh out loud?
Good jokes. Good jokes make me laugh out loud.
Yaphet, thank you, my young friend.
I thank you more, Selwyn, for this opportunity.
It was really a pleasure for me, and especially seeing your parents in the chat room participating and cheering you on. That to me is what makes CWS CWS. It is about sharing people's journey and sharing people's experiences with others. It's about giving people the opportunity to be their best selves.
Yeah.
It's about inspiring people to believe in themselves and to leverage that belief so that they can go to higher heights. It's about inviting someone to talk not only about their successes, but also about their challenges. And so that somebody, some young person anywhere in the world listening to them can be inspired to step beyond their limitations and become someone greater. I thank you. Listening to you here tonight gives me hope that Guyana is going to transform one day, because the youth of any nation is its future.
Correct.
And if you're any example of the young people we have in Guyana, I've met quite a few, like Sarah Barrett and Ronald James. I had Royal Johnson on CWS at some point.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with what I've been hearing. I'm really impressed with what I heard here tonight. So thank you so very much.
Thank you. If you could just indulge me for a quick second,
Sure.
I really want to thank Janelle for making this possible.
Oh yes, Janelle, of
Yeah,
course.
she played a very integral part in this. So I want to thank Red Ants Bite
She
You,
did. Red
my
Ants bite you.
my farmer friend. I want to thank her a lot. Thank you so much for making this avenue possible, and for encouraging me to, don't worry about it.
Right.
That's inevitable.
And again, they don't forget my proposal to get
I
some of these young.
that consider that done.
Okay, awesome,
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Thank you, and thank your parents for me.
Well, they're listening to you,
Yeah,
so
thank you.
you
Thank
can
you
thank
very
them.
much for making such a wonderful young man. And so, this is Collins saying good night, and fear not what fear whispers to you, fear your obedience to it. Good night, sir.
All right, take care. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Good evening from New York. I'm Selwyn Collins, your host of CWS Conversations with Selwyn. Thank you for joining us this evening. CWS is about having conversations.